All Things Unexplained. Hosted by Dr. Mounts.
Let's face it, we were always ready to roll without him anyway.
CJ Derringer.
Ain't nobody perfect, right?
And Smitty Neebs.
I've never planned out hardly anything my whole life. I just freeball.
Featuring Cajun Man.
I'm just old nobody, somebody looking for somebody.
We have author of the new book, The Cosmos Explained, host of the podcast Into the Luniverse. He's an associate in astrophysics at the American Museum of Natural History, a professor, a talented singer, which we have proof of from earlier tonight, co-author along with Neil deGrasse Tyson and Robert Arion of the book One Universe at Home in the Cosmos. It's Dr. Charles Will.
When you were in high school, what's something in your locker that other people would find strange? I thought that was a cool question.
Maybe an old comic book. When I was young, my brother, who's a couple of years younger than me, for Christmas, gave me a comic book because he knew I liked comics, but we couldn't afford buying comics really. I didn't collect them until I was in high school and actually had a job delivering newspapers. But when we were younger, he bought a comic book for 35 cents, which I deeply appreciated. And it was Avengers 179, featuring a forgettable villain called Bloodhawk or something like that. And I think the Bloodhawk, who turned out to be a misunderstood mutant creature. But the actual villain was some other dude. It was terrible. This comic book featured Black Panther in it also, before he became famous, and all these other wonderful people. Yeah. Vision, Scarlet Witch, etc., etc. And so I probably had that Avengers 179 in my high school locker the whole time I was in high school. It just sort of sat there. And I think I still have it somewhere, but now I've put it in a plastic bag and have a cardboard backing on it or something like that. It has no value of any kind. No one will buy it from me. But I still remember that as an act of generosity from my little brother.
It's a sentimental value. Sometimes that's worth more than monetary.
And spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure that is the synopsis for Black Panther 2.
You heard it here on All Things
Unexplained.
Right? Well, Dr. Lou, if we can have just 5 more minutes of your time. We did force Smitty to put all of these questions together. Sure. We sent 18 text messages. Smitty, do you have the questions?
Okay.
So these are just fun, not related to astrophysics whatsoever, but similar to what he just asked. We've got a few more for you.
If you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be? I'm assuming you're going to say me, but go ahead. No. Okay.
Well, you would be high on the list for sure.
Thank you.
But I would say the person right now I would love to sing a duet with right now is Ariana Grande.
She can sing. She's got a good voice.
It seems kind of boring.
Girlfriend's got some pipes.
She is pretty amazing. Did you see her Saturday Night Live, where she played the intern at some satellite radio corporation, and the satellite radio feed was down, and they had to create a live feed instantaneously, and the intern was Ariana Grande, and she basically played or sang snippets of every single well-known pop singer just immediately off the top, and she sounded exactly like them. Tremendous talent. Tremendous.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a great time.
I saw her do that on
Jimmy Fallon.
I saw her do that on the Tonight Show. She plays what was that? The TikTok challenge with Jimmy Fallon.
I heard about that. I never saw it. Maybe I should go find it.
Here's a good one. When you were a kid, did you have any posters on your wall? If so, what?
I did actually. The poster I remember on my wall was a bubbling brook with some trees and some road. It was very, very generic. It didn't have any like celebrity on it, except it had a quote. And I hope I get the quote right. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. In matters of taste, swim with the current.
It's beautiful.
Attributed to Thomas Jefferson.
Very cool.
I was expecting Van Halen.
I know, pretty geeky poster, right? I mean, I should have had like Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford or something like that.
I had a
I only
big
had
Michael
Jonathan Taylor
Jordan
Thomas
poster.
on my wall, so
I had Jordan
Mm.
slamming from like the free throw line. And I didn't even like basketball. But if you could have anything named after you, what would you want it to be? If you could have anything named after you, what would you want it to be?
A college or a scholarship fund where students who loved the science, regardless of how they did on their SAT scores or whatever, could go and get a college education in the field of their choice for free just because they love to learn.
Very cool. That's tremendous. That's a great thing.
Well, not ambitious or anything like that, but, but that's what I'd like to have happen. I think we all should have that opportunity.
Yes,
I wish we all.
absolutely.
I agree. That's a great answer. We sure haven't enjoyed being with.
All right, Smitty, hit us with one more.
One more.
Let's get one more of those
Okay.
questions, and then we'll wrap it up.
Would you rather put ketchup or ranch dressing on everything you eat? This is a real intellectual question. Would you rather put ketchup
Excellent question to
or-
end on. I am more of a sweet tooth person
Yeah.
than a savory person. So for me, the answer would be ketchup.
Okay.
The exception,
There you go.
I put ranch dressing on chicken fingers because for some reason, ketchup on chicken fingers makes them taste like French fries. And I would rather have the ranch.
My son eats probably
There you have
about
it, folks.
a gallon of ketchup a month. I mean, literally a gallon of ketchup a month, maybe more. So.
Wonderful. Well, you tuned in to get astrophysics, and we talked about ketchup and ranch dressing at the end, but that's exactly how these things should go, in my opinion.
You got to bring up the most important things in life. What's more important than ketchup and ranch dressing?
Yeah.
man?
Right.
And remember, ketchup and ranch dressing are part of the universe.
That's exactly
Right?
right.
It's all part of
Yes,
the
and mixed together are delicious.
It's all
That's right.
stardust.
Combination of
That's right.
That's what it is.
But before we head out, Dr. Lou, tell our listeners where they can find you.
Thank you. I tweet at Chuck Liu, ChuckLiu, and if you search for the Luniverse podcast, it's on various places. And I believe, yes, if you even type in Charles Liu, The Cosmos Explained, it'll point you to various places online where I exist, and you can get some information about the universe and have some fun with it too.
Yes, lots of fun. The Instagram account is very fun. So everybody go and follow Dr. Lou on his Instagram account.
You have been a tremendous guest.
It's very entertaining.
Tremendous guest.
Oh, you have been tremendous hosts. Thank you so much for having me and for asking fun questions. I mean, we're just having a good time here, and that's a great thing to do. I'm a big fan.
We
Thank
need
you
to
so
have
much.
a comic book edition. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
And
I'll
if
go
you
watch
do-
my first Star Wars movie before we do that.
Oh yeah, go see a Star Wars movie, and then let's do a comic book thing. We can do a Star Wars thing. We'll do a Star Trek thing. We'll do anything. I don't care. Pick
I'm more-
something.
We
I'm more
did
of
have a
Star
special
Wars
episode where we went on the search for Smitty. So
search for Smitty. Well, you can usually find me
That would
sitting in
be
this
Star Trek
recliner.
3, right?
Yeah.
Smitty Trek 3.
Smitty in the Smitty. That's usually where I'm at in the recliner after work. So, but we sure appreciate it.
we
If
did
you
find him.
Do you want me to
Is it
take
time
us
for
out?
Larry to take us out? I think I got Larry
want
for us.
to-
Dr. Lou, thank you so much.
Hang on a second.
Thank
I want to wish my wife, her birthday's tomorrow, so she's going to be a certain age. I'm not going to reveal it, but happy birthday, Marty.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Marty.
birthday.
Hey.
Dr. Charles Liu returns to the All Things Unexplained studios Wednesday, July 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern, and he joins us on our Facebook Live for a Marvel superhero fantasy draft. Check out our Facebook at All Things Unexplained Podcast for more information.
You've been listening to All Things Unexplained. If you liked this podcast, please do give us a 5-star rating and leave us a review. If you would like to hear more All Things Unexplained, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Our show depends on the support of listeners like you. Find us on Venmo under the business accounts. Just look for @Bigfoot UFO. Additionally, you can support us at buymeacoffee.com/unexplained. If you can't get enough of us, go ahead and check us out at allthings-unexplained.com. A special thanks to our producer, director, sound mixer, editor, and the man who wears far too many hats. No, seriously, he wears a lot of hats, Dr. Tim Mounts. Without you, we couldn't keep the lights on. Thanks for listening to All Things Unexplained.
And we're...
Are we out?
There we go.
Oh, there it goes.
We're not out, but you can keep talking.